Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Texas Gal Studio, coming to you with 4 cards. So we're going to be creating 4 cards that are very cute and appropriate for Valentine's Day. I am wanting this card to look like a sweetheart candy box. And so I'm going to be using my 2-inch punch heart. I'm going to be using a lot of different stamps only because I'm trying to stick to traditional and non-traditional phrases. And I'm going to tell you right now what I'm doing. I'm going to be using FAWN, which is your sweet, that phrase. I'm going to be using a non-traditional by PINKBOWTIES, and it says coffee lover. I'm going to be using, again, another non-traditional one by LHEY, and it says hashtag epic. I just think that these sweetheart candies, if I were to purchase them, I haven't purchased sweetheart candies in a while, but I'm thinking I'd see something like that, very modern now. The times are changing, right? And then something like LOL. I really like this stamp. It's by KELLIESSTAMPS, and that LOL font just really looks really pretty, stamped with the MELON MAMBO by Stampin' Up, and that is the ink that I'll be using. That really makes that candy-like heart look a bit more realistic. To me, I really like that look. The other one, Jane's Doodles. It says yum. Of course, all these stamps, you might have some of these phrases of whatever stamps you have or whatever phrases you want to use. Put them in these hearts and it'll look super cute. Miss You by the Stamps of Life. And then Simon Says Stamp, I Love You, and Hello. And so I decided to go with like a off yellow tone, a kind of melon orangey heart, a mint green, a blue heart, and a pink, light pink, and a bright pink. So I'm going to stamp on them. I am going to start cutting my bases, or my, I guess my box, and then the inner part of the box. So the pink part, or the pink cardstock that I'm going to be using, that's going to be the box itself. And so I'm just going to give you measurements in case you want to use what or the measurements that I'm using. If not, you can create this with any size of card base that you want. But so for the card base, I'm going with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this pink base that I'm cutting it at 3 3/4 by 5 1/2 by 5 inches. Sorry, 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Then I'm gonna get a white base, or white cardstock. I'm sorry, I don't know why I want to say base. White cardstock. And that one's going to be on top of the pink card, and so that's going to be a 4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. So 4 by 3 1/2 inches on the white, and then 3 3/4 by 5 on the pink. After I do this, I'm going to get a Stampin' Up stamp that I've had for a long while, and it says Sweet Wishes, but it almost looks like the scripture of the SweetHearts, which is on top of that candy box. And so of course the alphas that I have are super big, so if I would have had small alphas, I would have done my own phrase up there, and I would have actually put sweethearts on the top to make it look a bit more realistic, but I don't. So that's another thing you could do when you're making this card, if you decide to make this card, is instead of putting, you know, whatever sweet wishes that I have up there, look for like a script alpha and do sweethearts. I think that would be super cute. And so I stamped that, I rounded off the edges on the white cardstock, and then I inked it up with the same Melon Mambo by Stampin' Up ink. I'm now gonna adhere the hearts, and so what I'm doing is I'm using my glue first for the bottom, for the first one, then on the second one I'm going to put pop dots, and then I'm gonna go every other, that way one of them is a bit more flat and then the other one's kind of up, I guess, lifted, and so it just gives it that I'm trying to think, I can't even think, that, not texture, but that element of pop, I guess. So I love the way it looks. I did several other ones before I did this one, and this one really, I like the way this one came out. So after that, I'm going to mat the pink box. This is of course my box of candies. I'm going to mat it with a white cardstock, and then I'm going to put that one on top of my card base. And of course the card base, like I tell you, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope I didn't talk too fast. I'm gonna leave anything I told you, all the details down below, the stamps that I use, the ink, the paper pads, not paper pads, because I think these little sheets of paper that I have are like a big stack from, what is it, Tuesday Morning. You know how they have like big stacks of paper there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'll leave some music here so you can finish seeing the pictures, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be back with more videos. Bye y'all.